Hey guys, it's Mecha-san here, and it's time for a death battle! And one which everyone's been telling me this is what they kind of wanted to see here. Boy, I don't really follow the sites here like Twitter and stuff like that to see, but okay, whatever. It's Obi-Wan Kenobi versus Kakashi. Star Wars versus Naruto. Who's gonna win? I don't know yet. I'm gonna see the analysis first. I'm curious to know, like, can Kakashi and chakra-infused weapons be able to block a plasma sword? And yes, people, lightsabers, they're not laser. Lightsabers, also called, nicknamed laser swords, they're actually plasma blades. They're not lasered, plasma. So don't correct me on that here. I know that. I've actually done research. In fact, Star Wars doesn't even really use lasers despite everything. I mean, turbo lasers, they're not lasers. It's like, I mean, I think the closest thing they got to actual laser weapons is like, what, the, like lasers on the A-Wings that can, like, gimbal from, even then it's like, I don't know, like, it's like Star Wars doesn't really mislabel stuff, but yeah. So, again, I don't know here. However, one thing I expect to see here. Now, even in the preview here, they made a reference to how Obi-Wan has the high ground. So yeah, the obvious counter to that is Kakashi has the underground here, where he's literally underground where Obi-Wan stands and grabs him, tries to drag him down. I'm not saying that's how he wins here. I'm saying that's a scene they better do here because it just writes itself. If they don't, if they do not have a scene like that, a scene exactly like that here where Kakashi is like right underneath where Obi-Wan is, I'm gonna dock 1 point off of this reaction. Because that is just something I instantly thought of. I mean, everyone in my Discord says they're obviously gonna meme the whole I have the high ground thing, so the obvious counter to that with a Naruto character like Kakashi is have him be underground because he's done that before. Okay, I'm excited right now, so let's take a look here. I'm curious to see how Wiz and Boomstick also respond. Okay, there we are. There we are. Dun 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 dun.
Heroes come in many different forms. Some are heroic protectors of justice, and others are the teachers who guide us toward a brighter future.
And sometimes they're both.
They're both, yep.
Obi-Wan Kenobi, the Jedi Master of the Galactic Republic from Star Wars.
And Kakashi Hatake, the sixth Hokage,
Well,
hidden link and mentor to Naruto.
You already see some of the things he's done and some Obi-Wan has done, and you realize, wow, kind of a criminal there. Oh, it's gonna be 3D! I'm surprised!
On the planet of Tatooine lived an elderly hermit known as Old Ben. His heart heavy with regret and
oh yeah, he should be.
Because he wasn't just some crazy old coot. He used to be a badass samurai space wizard.
Samurai space wizard.
Now that's a name I've not heard in a long time. I love a good Obi-Wan liner.
Obi-Wan
As a child,
liner.
Kenobi was inducted into the Jedi Order. Warrior monks trained in the Force
Stew John? Okay. Played by Qui-Gon, Yoda, and Vat. Nicknamed the Negotiator. Yeah.
Murdered by Space Satan.
Space Satan!
They discovered a child of prophecy in Obi-Wan's future.
Oh yeah!
Anakin Skywalker.
That'll bring by bringing balance to the Force, i.e., kill off all the Jedi and the Sith.
Time for two back-to-back galactic wars.
Two?
Like fun when you've got
Yeah,
a
pretty much.
classic lightsaber,
Yep.
which can cut
Well,
through basically anything with enough force. Get it?
Including the duranium armor of General Grievous, which can take volleys from starfighter cannons.
It's a
What?
weapon for a more civilized age. Because
Not really.
Decapitating people left and right is way more honorable.
Kenobi has studied 7 forms of lightsaber
Yeah.
combat and is the undisputed master of Form 3, Soresu.
Which is all about defense. And
Which, yeah, I love that scene where he went for the traditional, then switched to the old school.
He's so skilled, he can beat Sith Lords in just seconds.
But Kenobi's most powerful weapon, or better put, ally, is the Force,
Huh.
an energy that exists almost everywhere. Jedi can tap into the Force to manipulate the world around them.
Like throwing stuff around with telekinesis. Everything from pulling down an airship to crushing someone else's organs.
While Kenobi prefers a more direct dueling approach, his power in the Force is nothing to scoff at.
So yeah, they're using obviously both canon and legends.
Compared to Jedi Knight Kip Duron, who could move a micro-singularity with a thought.
Speaking of thoughts, he can mess with yours with the Jedi mind trick. Like if he wanted to, he could get.
Yeah, but they okay. Yeah,
Gross.
but they can't do that while in battle here.
Jabba's palace were playing it. They're called Jizz Whalers.
Huh. I bet Disney was real happy to learn about that one. Kenobi's Force abilities also include protective fields.
Another thing you notice actually, like the whole mind trick, they can't really do that while in a fight
Oh, also,
because it
he can
requires
fire
concentration and kind of leave them exposed.
Jedi can glimpse the distant future through focus meditation. In battle, the Force can guide their movements, predicting danger in advance.
Kinda like a space spidey sense.
Exactly.
Some-
With their incredible skill in the Force, Kenobi and Skywalker became a
Okay, yeah, the anime cutscenes,
Obi-Wan
yeah.
ranked up even more and became a general. He's a badass space pilot.
Yeah, even though he wasn't technically in the military.
According to an official novel, he can even react down to the nanosecond.
I don't know, Wiz. I've seen the movies, and Jedi have never done shit like that.
Well, other mediums have greatly expanded upon Jedi capability.
Sometimes exaggerated.
Powerful enough to hold together entire planets.
Obi-Wan has fought an army while blindfolded, endured a blast from a starfighter, and battled the Sith, Darth Vader. That's when he had to break out his most OP move of all, the high ground. Standing just a few feet above an opponent, Obi-Wan gains enormous extra
Okay, extra powerfulness.
about it.
Oh wow.
I have the high ground.
It's foolproof.
Not exactly. Remember how Darth Maul had the high ground way back when?
Ooh, good
Against
counter.
Obi-Wan himself?
Where do you think he learned such an awesome move? Only Sith Satan could think of something so deadly.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but
Either way,
I think they
Obi-Wan
expanded
sadly
upon
failed
that.
most.
Ooh, that's definitely gonna be an F on the old Jedi report card. See me after.
Did he
class,
fail
boys.
really, or is this what the Force wanted?
Defeating his fallen student is no small feat. Anakin could telekinetically move starships fast enough to intercept hypersonic missiles. Based on the scale
What?
of his dreadnought and the distance it moved, this would need an energy
Oh.
of over 21 megatons of TNT.
And that was when he was a newbie. He basically became the most powerful Jedi and Sith.
12 strike per second, jumped to a full.
However, Kenobi
The
is
Darth
extremely
Maul.
dedicated to his strict Jedi code, potentially to a fault. It's debatable if he ever learned from this mistake. After all, he told Luke Skywalker that the only way to ever become a Jedi would be to kill his own father. And he even tried to trick him into never figuring out that fact in the first place.
Dick move, Obi. Dick move.
Hey,
Even in
yeah,
his worst
this is,
moments,
he's done some
Kenobi always fought
many
with
dick
his
moves,
sacred
even in
heart.
this
He
show.
would battle his dark apprentice one last time, sacrificing his life in service of a new hope.
And then he became a ghost.
Don't ruin the moment.
I shall become more powerful than you can possibly imagine.
Shinobi.
Okay.
Hokage. Mentor. Friend.
And porn addict.
And porn addict, yeah.
and generally a pretty relaxed guy for
Oh,
someone
wow.
raised as a ninja assassin.
You wouldn't know it at first glance that his childhood sucked balls. Like when his dad committed seppuku because he saved his friends instead of prioritizing a mission.
In the shadow
Ooh.
of disgrace, this cruel methodology of
Damn.
ninja and his father's great mistake tore young Kakashi apart.
Reminds me of my dad.
What was
Ooh.
his great mistake?
He called it boomstick.
Oh.
Okay.
Despite his hardship, Kakashi proved himself a prodigy, becoming a Genin at age 5,
Oh,
Chunin at
lightning,
age 6, and a
Secret
Jonin
Kage.
at age 12.
For those of us who
Oh, he tied his
don't speak
face,
English,
thinking Copy
he
Ninja.
might as well have been doing ninja rocket science in the womb.
He quickly mastered the use of chakra, a form of spiritual energy within all individuals that ninja can shape and weaponize. This is ninjutsu.
He can walk up walls, heal wounds.
I like how he's doing it with crutches.
Plus, he's a master of taijutsu, aka punching people. But his
Just
deadliest
physical
weapon
martial
of
arts.
all is the 1,000 years of
Oh!
Village secret finger jutsu!
What?
1,000 years of
Yes. Oh God.
12.
chakra can also be molded into nature.
Yeah.
And Kakashi can use it for numerous elemental attacks.
Sure, he can shoot fireballs or dunk you with water, but his favorite is lightning.
And okay, with lightning, if he can, that could obviously deflect
Awesome.
lightsabers.
How do I get one of those?
He's even invented a lightning ninjutsu technique, the Chidori. By gathering electric chakra into his hand or a kunai.
Plus, there's also the fact that
just about anything.
even he could actually like ruin the circuitry in the lightsaber.
Over you once again.
This is where Kakashi's own Chidori got its moniker, Raikiri, Lightning Cutter.
Ooh, now I know what I'm gonna name my
Ooh, lightning cutter.
Chidori does have a
Right,
downside,
cute.
though. Its speed and power are so great, they give the user tunnel vision and make the attack generally uncontrollable.
Basically, once you kick on the gas, you're zooming.
Okay, will eventually develop preparable electric jutsu, which has functions similar, to, but did not require the thing to operate. Okay.
Long story short, he was drafted into a war alongside his friends Rin and Obito.
Shit went down and Kakashi lost an eye. So Obito handed over one of his when he decided to sacrifice his life. Holy shit! Why don't I have any friends like that?
Yeah.
Give me your eye.
No,
No.
Back, I promise.
Now you on.
Obito's eye wasn't an ordinary eye.
She was of it.
Uchiha, and this was a Sharingan.
Sharingan technique creates illusions to
Kakashi not only got
enhance
control
perception,
over his Chidori,
copies,
see a person's
help control
chakra,
story.
predict their movements, dupe your brain with genjutsu, and even copy jutsu techniques. He's such a filthy plagiarist that he's stolen over.
Must be what the physically capable of jutsu copy. For example, you cannot copy genetic. All right.
Uchiha, he can't exactly turn the Sharingan off.
And then Rin jumped in front of his Raikiri and kicked the bucket too. Man, this guy can't catch a break.
And yet, unimaginable loss is exactly what is needed to unlock the Sharingan's next stage, the Mangekyo Sharingan.
Mangekyo.
Oh yeah, with the Mankey Eye, he can
Mankey Eye.
basically sucking objects or people into another dimension. Sure, it uses up a lot of his chakra pool, but it's a pretty
Okay, if he
clever
does
move.
that, yeah, if he does that,
New power fascinating.
then Obi-Wan will be cut off from the
This
Force.
entire beer horde and
What?
placed it in a secure room with 200 tons of TNT.
wait, what? Oh my god! Yeah. Yeah, what do you expect? Okay, wait, you gotta have that coming, Wiz.
Teacher and this new generation of ninja helped him.
Oh, he not,
Dad was right all along. Friends do come first. They blow up all your beer. Wake up.
Yes! Cut through a rock with lightning blade, intercepted a lightning ball, outsmarted, created over 20 shadow clones at once,
Now, because why not?
fought in the third and fourth Shinobi control the perfect suits. The multiple ninja
Blow up
teams.
mountains. That takes over 18 megatons of TNT.
And he's caught and sliced lightning. Based on the distance it moved before he caught it, he must have reacted within 70 microseconds.
If he could use a Chidori like that, he could actually kind of... He would be able to grab a lightsaber because the electromagnetic... Yeah, I can think he'd do that. It'll be no different than deflecting.
Because he totally does.
Yes!
Kakashi of the Sharingan is nothing if not full of surprises.
Right now, all I can give you is just death.
All right, the combatants are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
It's time for a death battle!
You know, another thing they could do here is lightning could shoot out a lightsaber here. We have seen through the cartoons that enough trauma, the lightsaber could get damaged, like the actual mechanical components. And so it not like the crystal could be fine, everything like that here, but if it's like tossed around, but the other components here, they could get damaged and it couldn't work. So I gotta wonder, could the lightning short out the systems? And but yeah, since he can use lightning, I believe, yeah, lightning with his Chidori and other lightning techniques, he can deflect the lightsaber. If he could, but he's a ninja, he'd probably go, now, he won't go direct attack here, and again, he's got a Sharingan. Obi-Wan, but then there's the other dimension thing, which makes me wonder, it's like, if he sends it to another dimension here, would Obi-Wan be cut off from the Force? Because, well, we still have the Force here, because the rule, oh boy, this is something that would cause Star Wars fans debate, like, no, it's the Force everywhere, stuff like that. Oh my god, yeah, it's like the Force everywhere. Yeah, so is every other energy here. Yet we here on Earth can't use the Force. No one can. sorry. But moving on. So who's gonna win? Ooh. That's Obi-Wan. Obi-Wan can be quite shrewd to the point of being like criminal, like literally. Like when he used, like during the Clone Wars, how he used the white flag of surrender as a way to gain a tactical advantage over the enemy. It's like that's a war crime. Not just here, but even in that world, it's a war crime. Let's face it, the Jedi are not, they were not meant to be generals here. You can actually look at Generation Film for more detail. But I don't know. I do gotta admit though, I wish they would have kept that scene going here where they final battle with Maul here, where he went from that position here to eventually that position to like change. Because yeah, Maul was still wanting to fight like he did in the old days, but Obi-Wan, he didn't have time for that. So yeah, that was the way he defeated Maul in that episode was like in Rebels. Wow. So yeah, I have no idea. All right, so I got a nickel here, and I'm just gonna flip for it. Heads for Obi-Wan, tails for Kakashi. Okay, if it focuses, well, all right. It got tails. It was tails, so I'm gonna say Kakashi. Either way, this is 3D. I did not expect this.
Another happy landing.
Yeah, he hates flying.
Hello there. Hold it. You're in Konoha territory. I have some questions, if you'll come with me.
You want to go home and keep reading your book?
I want to go home and keep reading my book. After I kick your ass!
After I kick your ass. Okay, yeah, that's a good reason. They set up a good reason for why you do that. Shouldn't it be closed? Oh, the poor droid. He's not reading his book.
Enough? Well now, you've fallen for the deadliest stratagem we ninja know. 1,000 years of death.
Don't try it. I have the high ground.
Oh, okay. Alright, they didn't go for that, but okay, they did. Thank you. They went a nice twist there, but cool. Thank you.
I have the high ground.
Oh, I don't think so.
Alright, so yeah, you can use...
Most impressive.
You want me to read the book? You want me to have to read your book? Now he's getting serious. Ooh, he's not the lightsaber. Look, he just call it back. Yeah, you can just use the force to block it like that. Whoa! Oh, Genjutsu! Vader! What?
Be mindful of your thoughts, Obi-Wan. They betray you.
Really? Did you feel it? Okay, call it back. Did you at least feel a sting from that lightning? Okay, they were chakra-infused weapons. Oh, wait, the shadow clone? Yep. Our dimension. purple? Ooh. Oh.
So uncivilized.
I don't want to hear it from you, but whatever.
Well, Kakashi may have been able
Damn it.
to beat Obi-2, but he just couldn't
Obi-2?
handle Obi-Wan. Got him.
Kakashi's wide array of moves certainly kept Kenobi on his toes.
Damn.
But the Jedi's arsenal was far more powerful and versatile than you might think.
Yeah, like how chakra is an internal life energy with a limited supply, but the Force is external and everywhere. Obi-Wan did exactly run out of it, and Kakashi couldn't copy Force techniques.
Actually, there's a
He's using
limitation.
External Force, not internal chakra. Totally different.
As for
It's
brute power,
yeah.
busting and Anakin's dreadnought telekinesis were fairly comparable. However, Kenobi matched Anakin's force power well after he had become far stronger than that.
This is the chosen one we're talking about here. Other Jedi have done some crazy stuff, like throwing a fleet of Star Destroyers out of a solar system in seconds and stopping a whole planet from going kaboom. Oh, and you know how Obi-Wan tore apart Grievous's armor with his bare hands in Revenge of the Sith?
The same armor designed to survive starship cannons. It was
Yeah,
the
okay, that's
blast that
wise.
annihilated a subterranean city and almost collapsed the surface of a planet.
I seriously doubt Obi is physically strong enough to rip
Essentially, not fuck Kakashi's primary element, and his telekinesis is similar to
Even
Ping.
Kamui wasn't a reliable option.
And he killed
Since
Kakashi.
Kenobi's
Really?
reaction speed was nearly 70,000 times faster than Kakashi's.
Oh.
More than quick enough to avoid Kamui, especially with his precognition.
But we can hear you shouting in the back. What about Kakashi's dual Mangekyo Sharingan that Obito gave him? And the perfect Susanoo?
It's
Wait, then-
difficult to justify granting those
Mental
to
Bear
Kakashi
and
at
his-
all,
what?
because they aren't really his.
Okay,
He only
true.
used them when Obito's spirit briefly possessed his body.
Even
Ah,
if he did,
alright.
the results probably wouldn't change much. Remember that Kip guy who moved a black hole? Yeah, he was directly compared to Obi-Wan by Luke himself.
If we're to take that at face value, this means Kenobi could
Which, I don't know, I've heard-
forced to exert nearly 14 petatons of TNT.
Way more than what Kakashi was packing. And even then, Obi-Wan could just crush his organs. Shit, man, don't mess around with Jedi.
I know it can seem strange to hear about Jedi being this powerful and deadly.
Yeah, it's one of those things
The
where
reason why the Jedi Code is so strict is because of this immense power at their fingertips. The Code tries to keep them, civilized in a way.
But when you enter a death battle, throw those morals out the window. We're looking for who wins a no-holds-barred fight to the death.
Kakashi had many impressive tools, tricks, and techniques, but Kenobi's brilliant speed, overwhelming force, and greater level of power won this bout.
In the end, Obi won.
Obi-Wan, oh my
Obi-Wan
god.
Kenobi.
From a certain point of view.
Okay, I've always heard from the various expanded universe stuff where they just kind of go crazy with that, where even some fans were like, "What?" And so, were like even hardcore like Star Wars fans, a lot of those guys would take those books and what they could do, what the Jedi depicted being able to do with that, like black hole level shit. It's like, what? It's like, okay, no. It's like there's gotta be a no. And yeah, I mean, it really, yeah, let's see. The way the Force relation works here is like the cosmic Force like feeds off the life Force, and the Force sensitive gives more life Force energy, and as a reward, cosmic. But it's always a balancing, and a Jedi could still get tired out by using the excessive amount of Force. We've seen that before. Yeah. I guess I had to take some of the examples from all forms of medium, but even Legends kind of went out of the way, completely out there crazy at some point to the point where even for the Force, even by saying it's all the Force, it's a little unbelievable. So the death battle, I think Kakashi, I lost. I had to flip for it. Damn. Shit. There goes the streak. Who's next?
Hey, thanks for watching.
I mean, it was well animated. I loved it. I was surprised it was all 3D.
Watch more stuff? Check the boxes right over there.
And I'm glad they did the whole high ground thing. The next one is... Okay, Danny Phantom. Okay. He's cool, he's fast, he's the chosen one. People, we're not bragging. He's the American Dragon, Jake Long. Oh my. I like that show. I love that show. And then Disney did something stupid with the next season, which they made him look younger, even though he's supposed to be older. That made no sense. Makes me want to go up to the studio head and decide to do that demand his change and punch him in the face with my goddamn chair, because what? Anyhow, so yeah, Danny Phantom versus American Dragon Jake Long. You know, I think as a kid, I thought about how would those two fare. Actually, I think I imagined more like Juniper Lee versus Jake Long, but okay. I'm interested here. I would think Mads, due to obviously American Dragon Jake Long, I mean, he hasn't really studied magic, but he's magical in nature, so he could hurt Danny Phantom in a way in which you can only get hurt in a ghost zone. Alright, I'll wait and see what this can do. I gotta admit, this is what I want to have popcorn for. This is one where if I was to decide who do I like more here, definitely Danny Phantom. I stuck with Danny Phantom more. Jake Long, I really fell out of it when they just switched the animation style for next season. It's like, what? So yeah, I'm kind of hoping for Danny Phantom. But everyone, that's my reaction to Death Battle here. I am so glad I did the whole high ground, but they added the whole finger jutsu along with the pull down. That's awesome. Although, what I can't believe, like, again, they have to take all those stuff, but really the whole, I mean, yeah, I've seen some Jedi that live 1,000 years, and just with the Force itself here, she was a thing in the Legends comic, and before it was killed by Ventress. But yeah, the Force is your ally. Yeah, what was that's something I always had to tackle with the Jedi. I like to tell them, oh, if the Force is your ally, why didn't the Force tell you that Palpatine was a Sith Lord? Why didn't the Force tell you about all this shit gonna happen? I.e., the Force ain't your ally. You're the Force's pawn. Sorry. I won't make this to a rant of how flawed the Jedi's view is and just. But yeah, I like this Death Battle here. The animation was impressive here. I gotta wonder, did they use the model for Obi-Wan? Was that from? I think that could have been from. Was it PS2? The PS2 game of Revenge of the Sith? Maybe. Again, though, I kept thinking, couldn't Kakashi's lightning have shorted out the lightsaber's function? That's the one thing here. It's just a small. It's not really. It's not a nitpick. It's just a curiosity thing. Because, like I said, we've seen it in the show where lightsabers can get damaged to the point where they don't function. They don't function at all. You got to replace components and such. Well, everyone, thank you for watching. As always, comment below what you all thought. Like and subscribe for more videos. Till next one, this is Mecha-san, logging out.